my God.
Okay, let's start. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our second episode, Women in Hospitality Talks at Table 12. And if you know, you know. First of all, thank you very much for all of your comments and great feedbacks about our first episode. We really appreciate all of your reposts and on social media, and we're really looking forward for much more episodes that we will do for you guys and for ourselves as well. Please leave your comments and give us your feedbacks after this episode. This is for you. So let's start. We will reintroduce ourselves. I'm Irina. I am working long years in F&B, leading large F&B teams, and through the busy periods, the tough conversations, and beautiful wins. I'm really deeply care about culture and leadership and how to do the brave energy in F&B team in general.
That's Irina. And my name is Yvette. Hello, everyone, again. Yes, as Irina says, thank you so much for giving us all the love. We felt it, and this is why we're here again. And so, like I said, my name is Yvette, not Crystal, Yvette.
It was good.
Yes. So I've also been in hospitality for quite some time, and F&B obviously is my main love. And I've been leading female leaders for quite some time. I am really devoted into female empowerment, I'd say, because I've gone through it, the difficulties, and I want everyone to know how did we overcome it, how are we living the days with it, because it's never ending, right? So the female empowerment needed to be more highlighted for me, and that's it. That's my main focus.
And today our podcast is special.
Super special.
Because it's International Women's Day.
And Mother's Day.
And Mother's Day. And in general, it's Women's Month. So we would like to dedicate this podcast for all of the women around the world who run in the show, who run in the world, who run in the floor.
Who run the world?
Girls.
Who run the world? Girls.
This is podcast for you girls. Thank you very much for watching. And guys as well, whomever is watching, you need to learn how to deal with us. So let's start. So from the beginning, I would like to do some small blitz, okay? So very fast answers, okay? Can be in the middle if you want, but yes or no. So, coffee or tea before service?
Coffee.
Who knows?
You know.
For me, coffee as well. Okay, evening or morning shift?
Morning.
For me, middle. For me, middle shift is the best. I hate mornings. I hate evenings. Like nightlife, no. But in the middle, like from 12 to 9, from 12 to 12, it's okay.
But babe, morning shift is 8 till whenever.
Same as middle shift, from 12 to 12 at least. Okay, strict leader or soft leader?
Middle.
Middle, but fair, right?
With the heart.
Yeah. Emotional or strategic?
Middle. That's tough. Both,
right?
Both.
I think both. This is the secret, actually, to be professional.
You need to have emotions, but at the same time, using the brain.
Correct. Oh, this is an amazing one. High heels or sneakers on the floor?
High heels.
High heels. For you, high heels always. For me, it can be flats. Not sneakers, but it can be flats. Now, in my role, I can actually wear sneakers. Delegate immediately or fix yourself?
Tough one. I want to look into it and then give it to someone else. Because I want to be a champion of it before I give it to someone else. Because otherwise, how can I actually guide the person if I don't know it myself?
True.
And you?
True. For me, from the previous work, I was delegating mainly everything. Now I'm doing by myself and then trying to delegate as well. I mean, in this role, it's a bit different. Okay, so the energy is high. So what drains you mostly before coming work or during the day in general? What drains you more?
Drains me a lot is the pressure on myself. I would say that, that's overthinking. I overthink a lot because I'm new in my position, right? So I'm new in the place where I am. And everyone is great in the place I work. And when I see the emails and there's a lot already back and forth into it, and I need to be on top of it or running with it already. So that's draining because when I wake up, I swipe already some emails and WhatsApp. And then by the time I get into work, I'm already in it. But the pressure of like, hey, listen, gotta be on top of it. It's fantastic to feel. But being new, I think in this shoe, is more pressure than enjoying it at the moment. I know that in time it will come. But that's what drains me at the moment, overthinking myself. Because we need to prove ourselves double.
Yeah.
At the moment, especially for me. And you?
Yeah. For me, I think the most important from the very beginning, it's emotional check, like emotional check of myself, of the team. And again, if I'm not in the mood, I need to create the mood for myself first to go on the floor and run the show with the team. So whenever I'm feeling sad or doubting myself all the time, I'm trying to not show this and just to read the room of the energy. How is the energy? How can I help to prevent this in the future, that something can happen, some challenges with emotional burnouts of the leaders of busy operation. So for me, the main important stuff is the energy, how the energy is working. And the rest, yes, as you said as well, I'm new in my role, so a lot of self-doubt, so a lot of thoughts, how can I deal with a lot of things around. But at the same time, I know that this is the growing process, right? So we grow because of that. And because uncomfortable situation is the most challenging situation where we actually can see our growth. And if we will stay in our positions whenever we are been before or even now for 5 years, it won't be kind of interesting for us. So I think this is the learning curve for every single person to go through, especially for a woman.
Embrace these challenges, because for you and me, we're in the same boat at the moment. We're coming from a we're greatness.
Yeah.
And we know that, you know that. I cheer for you, cheer for me. And where we are right now, we're having so much doubts, but we know we can do it. So this is why I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. And whenever we have a tough days, usually we texting each other saying, hey, this is what is happening, I cannot anymore. Or, hey, this is how it's happening and I don't know how to deal with it. And small, sweet kind of words and support of each other is very important. That's why actually we're having this podcast as well, to support you girls and the guys as well, whomever running the show, because it is really, really important for, first of all, for ourselves, to prove our bosses that we are actually capable of doing the things, and to prove the team as well that we are having the courage to lead them and to show them the great example, right?
It's okay not to be okay sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you think of the following day, it's a new day.
Yeah, true. So have you ever been called emotional, and how did you deal with that from your bosses, not from your team?
All the time. I mean, you know, I think as an empathic female leader, what we normally do is we really listen. And when you listen, it takes time. Right? So when you're in such position as senior leader, time is gold. And, you know, and I cannot also just rush a conversation. That when a person is having troubles, dramas, difficulties, you really need to give time and to look at them in the eye. And that's not 30 minutes, 1 hour. It could be 2 hours sometimes. So I've been called many times, you're putting so much time on people's business and drama. But it's not drama nor just like that. You know, I need to be there. I need to spend time. I need to give my full self to listen and really realize of what we could do further, right? And this is coming reoccurring. You're spending so much time on this kind of things. You're spending so much time on these people. You're spending so much time but that's how we should deal with it, you know? Like for me anyways, in general, because sometimes, okay, let's have a discussion. Okay, you good, bye. 1-to-1 session. I know we always say it's 1 hour, right? But sometimes it's not 1 hour. And this is it. And you are dwelling so much onto the people's lives.
Yeah.
But it matters, because if they're not happy at work, if they're not happy in their life outside work-life balance, family, we somehow not fully, if they needed to, if they wanted to, we can. But we need to know, because sometimes you're late a lot. You're not performing. High performer, drop to low performance. Why is that? Divorce, family at home, someone's sick, child is sick, money is not enough, I have loan. They can be open and tell this to us, or could be absolutely like, I'm just dropping the performance. I'm not able to tell you because you're not even listening. You're just telling me, oh, what happened? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why not this done? Why not this done? There's a reason for that. You're a high performer and you drop. So what's the gap? And that takes time because the trust needs to be built, right? I cannot just openly tell you I'm going through a divorce.
Of course. It's take as well courage to tell to somebody whom you need to trust, right?
Yeah.
And if they will trust you, they might tell you. But if they will not trust you because you're not showing interest at all what is happening in their lives. And for me, honestly, we were talking about behind the scenes. So what I'm doing the most nowadays, I'm actually going around and checking on the managers because I know they overloaded. And just to help them with a pair of casuals or a pair of hands that actually can do the clearance in F&B or whatever. But sometimes I'm thinking that it's really taking half of my day.
Yes.
You know? That, for example, my director is sitting and doing numbers, and me, I'm going around and just checking on the people. Sometimes, I mean, I'm still doing this because it's really in my core. It's my value, right? So people need to take care of themselves and others, right? So I need to know that the high performer, as you say, in the manager, that high performer, he's really having all of the support to perform even more. But if we will overload him all the time with work, because, you know, whenever people are doing great, you're giving them more and more and more and more. And in one time, they can be broken, like, emotionally, physically, because you cannot just, take all of this heat. But at the same time, you cannot say to your manager, hey, it's enough. Because I'm high performer and I know I'm capable of doing the things, but sometimes you just overload.
We did that to you, right?
Yeah.
When you were a GM.
Thank you.
She's the best one. Give it to her. The project, it's for Irina. This one, give it to Irina.
No, but this is like. But at the same time, I've been asked which kind of help you need.
Yeah.
Like I've never left alone, and this is what now making me as well to go around and just cross-check.
Hey, what you need.
Yeah, you need the support, you need anything. But at the same time, I'm not overstepping on your, for example, side duties, right? So, for example, if you need to organize the schedule, I'm actually thinking that you will be the one who will organize the schedule, right? If you have a busy operation, you need to understand that your manager needs to to do it. And but at the same time, the healthy weather of the energy, it needs to be there. So that's why half of my day I'm actually just going around. Hey, what do you need? Everything is okay. And then the dramas is just coming out every day. There is something is happening. So I'm kind of taking this all pressure and all of this negative thoughts on myself and just giving the advice or giving the feedback or giving the support, whatever they need, physical, emotional, whatever. So it's very important, as you said, to feel and to know the people with whom you're working and to give them all of the support, again, emotionally. And I think it's very important to do it physically as well.
100%.
To think as well to think at least that this person is sleeping well or no. You know, it is kind of very important. Nobody's thinking from leaders, like managers, let's say, about that. But I'm always thinking, okay, if they will be happy at accommodation, and accommodation is another topic of discussion that, for example, for hospitality, some of the accommodation is just horrible. So how this person will be happy at work if you come home and then your accommodation is shit? You have a lot of cockroaches, you have
no hot showers.
Exactly, no hot showers, and the hygiene is in another level. So how this person can perform if nothing on her life or his life is great, right?
Absolutely. Can I just say, I want to ask her, are you sure you're Irina? This is a complete different Irina. I am so proud of you, girl. Like, you're really, really focusing on people.
Yeah.
You know, like, from the last episode, if you will rewind, she even says, I didn't even know half of the name of the team. To really going to every single person and really focusing on their well-being. Bravo, Irina. I swear to God, this is... Are you sure it's you?
Yes, I am. Listen, but at the same time, as we spoke, that women empowerment, women leadership is different because that's why we are different. And I know that my director, for example, he's into people as well, but not in the same way as we are, right? And again, because we have this precious time which we can spend on the checking the daily reports, checking the P&L, checking the budgets and everything. And at the same time, I know that sometimes he can come to me and he can say, hey, what did you do today? And me, I'm like, well, to be honest, I had half of the day just having conversations with people. Is it good?
Very good.
But is it good for
productive? Is it productive?
Is it productive? I think yes, because now I'm having this balance, as you had before as well, right? With Omar. Omar, hello.
He's in the Philippines right now.
You had this balance as well, right? And this is what I think I have in the balance as well. But in the same time, where you will feeling confident, where you will feeling great what you do, yes. But in the way that are you growing much on that? I think we need to have some balance as well with somebody else.
100%. And I think this is why I was also very thankful from last year's experience in our old previous place, because yes, my main focus and my main strength were people, but then I was also given the chance when Omar was obviously on his business trips, and that was half of the year last year, and I was given a chance to do all the P&Ls. And you know, it was a great challenge, and I would not have done it without the people around me, because I think this is one good thing about us women as well. We don't have ego, meaning I could say, hey, listen,
this is
the mic
true.
is going under like this. Look. So what I'm trying to say, we don't have an ego. So when I could easily say, hey, listen, I've never seen this Excel before. Hey, listen, I've never seen this file before. Can you show me how it's done? Same goes in where I am right now. Me, personally, I have no ego. I can go to one of the GMs and say, hey, listen, you've been here for 10 years. So you've seen this file many, many years. Can you show me how it's done? When some others, I'd say, I will take a bullet on this. Male has a lot of ego. And they're like, I know. I know everything. And they will not ask for help, and they would just literally go through with it. And then if it's something wrong, oh, sorry, but this is how it's done. I've always done this like this. This is just in my experience. But with me and some other female leaders that I've seen, no ego. Hey, listen, I don't know how this is done. And, you know, and I really, really put it out there that if you don't know, ask a question, and there's no...
Even the lower range, you can ask the question from managers who is actually reporting to you. This is what I was doing as well.
This is what I'm trying to say. Like, there, in hospitality, especially when you're in a new place, you should not have any ego at all. There's no such thing as right and wrong answer or like a dumb question or something. But again, there are environment that sometimes when you ask a question and you know the answer, it's just that you want to double check, triple check, and the look that you get, side eye. How come you don't know? Because I'm new here.
No, because nobody is as well teaching me. Like, nobody's showing me exactly what needs to be done. I'm figuring out everything by myself, which is great because then you will remember for sure 100%. But this is what I'm saying. Sometimes we're just not focusing super much on the things that for man's world are very important. Is like, again, all about the numbers. And we are more concentrating on the emotional part.
Absolutely.
And doesn't mean that men's are worse leaders. Men's just different leaders, and females are just different leaders, right? And again, yes, there is no ego. That's why we are different, but doesn't mean that sometimes we no need to put our ego as well, right? Because sometimes we need just to put the boundaries and, you know, just to show yourself as well. So, for example, if you've been interrupted in the meeting by male or by whomever, what is your actions right now?
Well, me personally, I mean, now in my position where I am, well, you know, whatever they're doing, I always say this to everyone as well. Whatever the person does to you, don't reflect that, because that speaks so highly of what they are, who they are. Me, okay, so you interrupted me, then that means you know better because you've been here for so long. Great. You know, I will listen to you, but after that, I will have to have a word with you and say, hey, listen, you know what? I truly appreciate that you have given me or you have saved me in the meeting. But next time, just maybe I would truly appreciate it if it's on the side, because obviously we have our stakeholders over there. And personally, I felt a little bit like off because it made me look I wasn't ready. But if you have given me perhaps that heads up or perhaps that feedback, later on or privately, I'd appreciate it. But in the moment, in the heat of the moment, I'm just going to be like, thank you so much for giving me this feedback. And I will not have a poker face.
But you never had this. Me, I had this.
Interrupting you? Or explosion?
Explosion.
Yes.
I had this.
Yes.
A kind of ego, right?
To prove yourself right, because you know that you were right.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
And it was burning me actually from inside. And now it's completely different. Again, we were talking that I'm completely different arena in my new role, which is I got already some situations that the directors were shouting and directors were exposing the unrespectful way of dealing with the things in front of everybody, meaning that they were directing on me some of the things, again, with high volume.
Yeah.
Me, previous Irina, would say, hey, this Irina will say, okay, I understand. I will double check and I will come back to you. And if it's pressure more and more, I'm still staying calm. And I was so proud of myself.
Very proud of you. That's very mature.
Honestly.
Not a lot of people would do that now. I mean, I think that people in general would always want to prove someone that I'm better than you. And our previous place never had that. We're always putting you first. Like, I want to make sure you're shining because I'm already in a position where I know I'm shining. So I want the people around me to shine. But in where we are right now, there's a lot of people who really just wants to put themselves forward and make sure that they're the one shining. And that's not right, but it is happening. And I wouldn't say it's normal, but that's the hospitality world for you, reality.
True.
Politics.
Now, when I'm going to the higher positions as well, I actually discovered a lot of politics around, which I never experienced in my, when I had my kingdom, it was like a bubble. I didn't go out much, didn't see what's going on in the meetings or whatever. And now I see it's still like a Tetris, like, okay, he is high performant but has emotional intelligence. This one cannot deal with him. How they're working together, how they put puzzle together. So it's still all related to the behaviors, right?
Now you see people from outside the box and how to deal with them now. Because before I remember you definitely focus on the restaurant where you're at and you didn't really went through around or on top or under it. And now you're really in the middle of it.
Exactly. And I'm
so good.
Experienced a lot of this.
This is preparing you for what's next.
Yeah, and I think really I'm getting ready slowly, and doesn't mean girls, boys, that sometimes once we are coming home we're really happy what we are doing. This week for me as well, and I think this is really important for you to know that we are going through the process of growth, of challenges, of issues, of dealing with again, our emotions of other people, how they treating you, how they respecting you. And you just need to be true to yourself. Come home, cry, I don't know, have a glass of wine if you're drinking, and just deal with that by yourself. But in the same time, if you need support, just ask for support. You can ask your friend for support.
Yeah.
You can ask your husband or your boyfriend for support. You
Cuddles.
can ask your exactly.
Cuddles really works.
I think it's really. No need even to speak much, right? You just need to come home, and you have a beautiful kid as well. You're coming and you have
my baby.
Oh my God, Jackie boy. We will put here the pictures here.
Yes. I mean, what I would try to say in regards of this thing is it's never okay to be disrespected, 100%. But how you respond to the disrespect is what's important and what shows maturity. And I'm very proud to hear it from you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you saw me in really bad situations before as well, right?
Yes, but
I can answer like this.
Yes, and you were explosive. We all knew how you were. So this is what I'm saying. I'm very proud of you. I've really seen how you grow. The disrespect is never tolerated, but how you deal with the disrespect is very important. It has to be private. Whatever the person does to you, it reflects on the person.
Exactly.
Because if you responded, then that reflects on you too.
Yeah.
But if you stand firm and just basically say, listen, I'm going to do this in private, it doesn't matter if everyone else knows, you know yourself. I've handled that so well. So this is my alarm for my son. For my son. Yeah.
He's here. The picture is here.
He's here, yes. Yeah, it's very important. Never, I respond to disrespect.
You know that after the situation that I just shared with you, actually one of my managers, the high performance manager, he came and he said, I'm really proud of you. I would tell her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you stayed so calm and you really been professional. And I'm like, wow. I would never have this before. Like now,
Irina. Go, Irina.
Now it is really different, like different challenges, different issues. But this is the way how I'm dealing with the things as well as different, which is fantastic.
You're and again, senior level
and again, it doesn't mean that it didn't hurt me. It did hurt me, and that's why sometimes I just want to walk away. Sometimes I just want to be by myself.
So you wait to go home until you really crash?
This week it was, yes.
Me, I have a mechanics, and I said this before when I was in our previous job. I used to really take, and I go to 74th because it's only in the evening, right? I close the bathroom door and I stay there. I swear. And here the same, like in where I am, there's multiple bathrooms that I can go into, but I need 5 minutes to literally just like.
But this is the good practice, though.
Yeah, I do, because I won't hear anything. It's just really, really private. And there's recently as well that I just have to walk the resort, like outdoors. Like whatever has happened was always indoors, right? So indoors, I was verbalized, blah, 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 by a guest. And, sometimes it gets to you.
Yes.
And then I just have to walk it off. I'm like, I need 10, 15 minutes to walk outside, have a little bit of the sun. Because if I continue with that emotion in me, I feel like they can see it. So, and if they can see it, my team will be affected too. Because you have to be the best cheerleader.
Exactly.
Every single day. Your emotion is their emotion. What I put always in my office before, be responsible for the energy you're bringing in.
Wow. This is fantastic.
Remember, I always have it on my door, like before you come into my office, what is the energy, and be responsible for that. Because if you're coming in with a negative energy, you will give that to me.
But this is when I was in optimistic leadership with Simon Sinek.
Wow, this was in Amsterdam.
Yes.
Okay.
So he said that in negative environment, how to be a great leader. Can we be still in negative environment great leaders? And the answer were yes.
Of course.
But not for a long time, though.
How long is long time?
I don't know. This is the thing. Like sometimes when the things are negative and you're trying to bring this energy, you're trying, you're kind of breaking the wall, but wall might be stay as it is.
Or just build another wall on the other side.
Yeah.
So this is the wall that you're breaking. This is where I am. This is my road at the moment. So there's a lot of walls everywhere I go, because people where I am are 5 years minimum up, right? So emotionally strong. Who is this person coming in? Because me, I'm knocking the door, break the door, and there's another wall. And it's higher than the ones that I've actually just knocked down. But how long do I have this? I've been there for 7 months now, and there still is a lot of walls for me to knock.
Yeah.
And how long? I am really optimistic that I want and I will be able to do this long term, but it's taking toll a lot in my mental, because I'm like, how am I not effective to these people at the moment? I need to really look into my approach, emotional side, strategically sides, help with the project, future, talk with, and it's a lot. And it's draining me a lot.
Draining you, of course. This is the thing as well. It is draining you. And I think that's why a lot of businesses now, so the most important business now, which is growing, especially in Dubai, it's wellness business, right? Wellness, it's retreats, it's meditation, sound healing, spa, yoga, all of the sports or at least activities who is actually calming your
you know what? Maybe
emotions.
This is a very good thing. Maybe I take the people I'm breaking down the wall with to yogas and stuff like that, and we bond through yoga.
Sound healing.
Ding.
Honestly, I love the sound
Do you
healing.
go?
Oh my God, I will take you with me. As we are talking about unpopular opinions, especially in the man world. Sorry guys, but it's true. We are talking about, again, emotions. We are talking about supporting of each other, bringing the energy in, and everything is more into the woman side, right? So as a high emotional intelligence, is it a technical skill better than the emotional intelligence? What do you think?
Well, emotional intelligence is basically personality, right? So we always say technical skills is like, can you sell a patrus? Can you sell a...
Cristal.
Yeah, cristal. These kind of things. Can you differentiate Dom Perignon 2018, 2015, and knowing what cacio pepe is? All that stuff. Technical skills is basically the work on the job. And emotional intelligence is knowing when to speak to the person. How can you improve the person's progress, the person's proactivity? You know what I mean? So, and that's personality, I'd say. So for me, what's more important is the character, emotional intelligence, know who to push and how to make them better performer, higher performer from a low performer. Because with that, technical skills comes. Technical skills, but you don't know. I know exactly what the whole label is of this wine seller, but I don't know. I cannot see if this particular couple on the table are able to drink. They're having argument, and the first thing say, "Would you like to have a cristal?" You know, something like that. So for me personally, in terms of business-wise, character is more important, and this is why we're hiring now, not just for the looks, not just for the flower pots, but also with personality. You remember in our previous role, I always say, "What's your hobby?" And they're like, "I can sing." Okay, can you sing a few lines for me? Might sound taboo, but in our previous property, I need to have someone that is forward, not shy. And, you know, that comes personality. And that's emotional intelligence. So I know that in the future, this person I can bring up the hype. Or if this person is obviously a bit shy, I know that this is my gun for fine dining, because in fine dining, you need to have very more technical skills than emotional skills, just on the floor. But in general, emotional intelligence, I would choose more.
I agree with you 100%, because the technical skills we can actually teach, right?
Absolutely.
After
There's
that.
books.
And that's why whenever we are hiring, and you were hiring a lot of people. Now I was in the scenario that I was hiring a lot of people. And actually I've been so happy for my performance, for myself, that I hired so good people, honestly.
You have eye for this. You hired half of a pre-opening team from our old place.
Yeah. It is true. And I've been practicing mainly for the personalities and how people are actually acting in the interviews, how they talk, how they behavior. And it's not because of the technical skills, because again, okay, you need some for bartenders, some few for, of course, for sommeliers, but for assistant waiters, this is easy, can be taught, right?
Sometimes, though, the emotional intelligence can lead you also to negativity. You know why? Because I can talk so good right in front of you. I can be very bubbly. But when it comes to the floor, the only thing I can do is also talk. You know what I mean?
Bring him for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's have a...
Jack!
Hi, Baba.
Okay, Chris. Sorry. Jack, Irina will ask you a question about mommy's work.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Wait, let me make a picture.
Don't tell them where I work, okay? Because it's a secret.
Okay. Jackie boy, hello. How are you? High five. Are you happy to sit with mommy now to do the interview and podcast? You will be famous. Can you imagine?
Do you like where mommy works?
Yeah.
Does mommy work a lot?
Yes, baby.
You have to answer yes or no. Does mommy work a lot?
Yes.
Yes.
But is it okay?
Yes.
Why does mommy have to work?
Because you need to get some money.
Why does mommy need money?
Because you need to work.
To work and to bring some sweets and to have fun afterwards on the weekends with you, right? To go to the zoo, to go to the aqua park, to go to the swimming pool, right?
To go to what do they offer you when you go to the hotel? What do they ask you?
Get some money.
Get some money. Okay, say hello to Irina. Say thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I love you.
Love you.
Okay. Don't touch the mic. Go. Okay.
So
fast talk.
Yeah, fast talk. If one of your team members cries before service, what is
With
your
tears?
actions?
Literally?
Yeah.
Okay. So put aside. do you need 5 minutes? I would not ask, like, why are you crying? That's just the wrong question first. Do you want to take 5 minutes? You know, and we can talk later if you want to, but you need to give him time. Just give me a small handover to me directly. I don't want you to talk to anybody else, like a head waiter, supervisor, manager. I'd say, give me the handover, and I take care of whatever you're doing, and go for 5 minutes, and then come back when you're ready.
For me, I would ask a same. I would put on the site as well. And if I have time, I will say, what do you need from me? How can I help you? Again, I will never ask as well, because it can be very private. It can be something 100%. That people cannot share with you. And again, this is what we were talking about. Maybe it's abuse. Maybe something happened at home. Maybe there is verbal abuse as well. Not at work, but at home. Which if it's at work, we can actually work on that, right? But from the very beginning, again, no deep questions. Just, hey, how can I help? If you need anything, let me know. And just put the person on the site and just let them 4 or 5 minutes go out.
I'd say 1 or 2 times, 3 times acceptable. But then if they're doing this for quite some time and it's becoming a pattern, because there's one thing about having tears, but there's one thing about doing something about it. That's my only concern as well. In such business that we have... we have to empathize, but at the same time have a solution for it, because if it's affecting work, it's a different story.
True.
Yeah.
True. Okay. A guest ignores you and asks for a manager. What's your action?
This happens a lot because, you know, they look for someone on a suit because I wear dresses all the time, and I am actually the manager, and at the moment there's nobody else around, but I can guarantee you I can help you at most. Please let me hear what you need. But at the back of my mind, I'm just like, I know exactly who you want, and I know exactly
what your complaint is about.
I need to speak to the general manager. At the moment I am.
Yeah, me too. Especially at my previous place. Can I have, please? I need to speak with general manager. I'm like, I'm the general manager of the restaurant. How may I assist you? And you know what? I actually adapt myself to a small practice that I'm usually doing. Usually people are asking manager because something is wrong, right? So whenever they having a complaint, I want to give you a bad feedback or whatever, I'm coming, and I know already, but I'm still coming, flower pot. I still coming, and I adapt this. Whenever they saying something bad, in my head, I love you. I love you. I love you. You're so cute. You're so adorable. I love you. And then perception of how to deal with a person is completely different, because it's not like I'm fake it until I make it. No. But when you're saying this, I love you. Maybe he has a bad day. Maybe something is wrong.
This is so empathetic.
This is when afterwards my reaction, because again, I'm emotional, my reaction can be, bah, straight away, go out.
Get out from here. Pay the bill and go.
But I'm actually calming myself down. I'm listening. You're exhausted, but can show it. Can't.
Absolutely. Red Bull, coffee. I'm just kidding. It's
okay. Nothing will be said.
No, I think more so music as well is very important for me. And go to the person that has very, very positive energy. It's very important for me. I know who's my go-to now. Like, you know, I need to laugh.
Ah, good.
I need to laugh. And I will have to go to this person and be like, hey, how is it going? And this person will not stop talking, and my mood would change. And the energy is going high. Because again, we are exhausted. I'm really, really exhausted in many days, many hours, and many emotional energy, and, you know, with me. But then I learned how to navigate it through years and have the go-to person be like, give me some energy, give me some love.
Yeah. I'm actually, for myself, therapy is the gym and sport activities.
My son.
Your son. Of course. I mean, it's pure love. It's just pure happiness.
Mother's Day hits differently, but now I'm being mother too. Like, of course, I have to work on Mother's Day. It's one of the biggest days in hotels.
Yeah,
you know,
true.
So we got to celebrate different days. International Women's Day. I really hope that everyone is celebrating all the women out there.
Please
all the
give
accolades.
the flowers, congratulate,
hugs.
And make sure that you're just saying that, hey, you're doing great. And don't neglect it. Actually celebrate it and bring something to the room what can be changed or improved for women leadership. From my side, I think it's more mentoring the woman.
lady to lady.
Lady to lady, to go through the processes as well, to have a chat, to have one-on-one, to show the direction, but again, not to show directly, just to guide, to find your own direction and to your own way of dealing with the, own strategy for dealing with the issues, challenges, or the project that you will have. I think it is very important. So I think more mentorship is needed in women leadership.
For me, what I would say for the young ladies out there is that believe on your female colleagues more. Believe into the power of being woman, that you could do more. Because personally, I think that sometimes it can be perceived that we're a little bit over to their business. We're asking more questions. We're really trying to get to know them. And sometimes some ladies would think of that like, so believe that this is all coming from a good thing, and we are rooting for every single lady. I mean, I know for a fact that 99.9% of everyone that is out there would say, I want to make sure that my co-female colleague, and I want them to rise as a star. So the ones that are out there, I want you to believe that is the purpose of the reason why they're always right next to you, behind you, giving you the advices and talking to you, because they want you to shine.
Yeah.
Not because I want to pull you down. That's not true. I truly believe.
Actually, it was before. I think it was before the politic and mentality of women in leadership in general, not only in hospitality. I think everybody wanted to put down, because it was so limited spaces, so limited spaces in top management, right? So that's why it was those fights. Now I think as much as we support each other, as many of us will go up, right? So I think it's
that's one last thing.
Yeah.
Own the space. I think the ladies, you should not go behind any other person, leadership. You have your own. So take the space that you deserve. Take the space that you own, and when you're there, don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. So stay true to your core and definitely own the space that you deserve.
Be kind, be strategic,
humbled,
learn, grow, and at the same time, be, again, the person who you are. Don't change yourself. Change the things, whatever you think is not great, but stay true to yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? So, to every woman in hospitality, thank you very much. First of all, happy International Women's Day. Thank you so much, Yvette, once again for joining and bringing whole family.
Yeah.
And it's really important because, again, she doesn't have much time. So she's trying to spend as much as possible time with Jack, regardless where it is. And I really so amazed about that. And I love the way how you're recharging yourself with your kid and with your family. You're going out now more to see beautiful things. This is what is actually charging you afterwards, right?
100%. See, we have gone to the answers to everything. And from my side, happy Mother's Day and happy International Women's Day to everyone. So to all the mothers out there, I would say that's special for us. Whether you're working or not working, I'd say be proud of yourself. And, we're doing something great for our family and for the company we're working for. I'd say just always think of the positive things as well. We ladies always have a lot of doubts in our minds, and we started with that. But know that there's always a positive thing, and this also shall pass. Meaning it's a bad day today, but remember, tomorrow is a new day. And whatever other people say, you have done significantly well in the past, now, and I know in the future as well, because we ladies, we are the superhuman.
Who run the world,
girls? Who run the world, girls?
Who run this mother? Okay, done. Shut.
Table 12.
Did we say table 12?
At the beginning.
Oh, okay.